Hey everybody, Craig Deluz here, coming at you once again from the FPC headquarters. Wanted to give you an update on a case that we were talking about back during the summer, Publius versus Diane Irvine. Now, if you remember, this was a case where a member of FPC actually created. He was upset. I'm sorry, they were upset, like I think like most of us were, regarding a lot of the gunpocalypse bills that were passed. And so what they did was they posted a list of all of the members of the California state legislature who voted for the gunpocalypse bills, including their home addresses. Well, he was sent, or at least his internet service provider, or the folks who hosted his website, actually received a letter from the Legislative Council for the California State Legislature, that's Diane Irvine, basically demanding that the post be taken down. And so it was taken down, and so we filed suit with Publius. Well, now what we've done is we've also added a new plaintiff because, just like the rest of you, there were a number of us who were upset about not just the gunpocalypse bills, but the fact that they would try to censor our speech. I mean, it's interesting. They want to put us gun owners on a list, but if you put them on a list, all of a sudden now they want to get upset about it. But I digress. Anyway, so a gentleman from the state of Massachusetts, his name is Derek Hoskins. Now, he owns northeastshooters.com. This is a forum where they talk about all different things relating to civil liberties and the Second Amendment. He's also a board member with the Commonwealth Second Amendment, which is basically a group there in Massachusetts. So he decided that he was going to include in one of his posts the Tyrant Registry. Well, guess who decided they were going to write him a letter? You got it, Diane Irvine, Legislative Counsel for the California State Legislature. Now, not only did they demand that he take it down, but they demanded that it stay down for up to 4 years. Now, because obviously they knew who he was, they didn't send it to his web hosting service. They sent it directly to him. And obviously, Publius being anonymous, obviously the only people that they could send it to was their internet service provider. So anyway, so here's what's happened. So we decided we amended our complaint, and our complaint now includes Mr. Hoskins from the state of Massachusetts. Now, what's important to note is not only are we now challenging the First Amendment claims relating to the lawsuit and challenging the state's enforcement of this basically censorious state law, but also the fact that they're trying to enforce the state law across state lines. Keep in mind, Mr. Hoskins is in the state of Massachusetts. So, why is this important? Why does this matter to you? Well, folks, let's just be real. What this comes down to is this, is that we all know that they don't want anyone to own firearms. They want to ban all firearms. Not only do they want to ban all firearms, they want to ban all speech relating to firearms. They want to make sure that not only are we not able to have a firearm, we're not able to talk about, and we're not able to advocate for our right to do so. Folks, the two most important amendments, or two most important parts of our Constitution and the Bill of Rights, are the First and the Second Amendment. They defend each other, and if you watch, what the legislature is doing is they're going after the First Amendment in order to try and take away our Second Amendment rights. They don't want us to advertise about guns on certain billboards. You look at what Instagram and Facebook are doing in terms of restricting your ability, dealers' ability to be able to advertise on there. And this is just one more thing. We're standing up for our rights, and we're telling legislators, you are not allowed to not only pass tyrannical legislation, but do it in a way where you ignore all of your rules in order to pass these unconstitutional laws. And now, because we want to stand up and we want to let our folks know where they can find you to let you know, well, then they want to get upset. So anyway, that's where the case is at. And this is important. It's important for you guys to know that, look, even though the legislature is not in session, the fight doesn't stop. The fight is ongoing. It is consistent. We're fighting in the courts. We're fighting when it comes to the regs. We're fighting across the boards in the media. It's important for you guys to know and be involved in the fight. Now, there's a lot of details. I gave you a lot of information, but probably not nearly as much as you probably want to know. So here's what you need to do if you want to get more information about the case. You want to go to firearmspolicy.org/Publius. That's /Publius. There will be a link in the description of this particular video. Go there, read about it, find out what folks are doing, how folks are standing up. Common everyday citizens, just like you, are standing up and fighting for the Second Amendment, and support them as they do so. Once again, this is Craig Deluz in the FPC Newsroom. Remember, this is a fight for civil rights. Use them or lose them.
If you like these updates, please share them with your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel.